Welcome back to one more concept of CSS, the property. Today's session, we are only going to look into the visibility property and various methods of implementing the property for the static content. So basically, visibility is a CSS property with two basic values as visible and hidden. This can be implemented for any HTML element. So I have defined a style here to demonstrate these properties. So let's take, I want to use the visibility property. So how do we implement it? Any property we were discussing in CSS, we are supposed to give the property name, then specify what value we have to do. So I want to specify visibility and the value I wanted to give it as visible. Visible, two values we can give, either it is visible or either it is hidden. Okay, so I'm giving visibility property as visible. All right. So the point in the previous section also we were discussing. So when any property is given, we are supposed to use that property in the body content in the web page. In that case, how do you call this property? So we are supposed to specify it with any selectors. Selector, we were discussing the types of selectors. It may be element selector, class selector. So again, I'm using a class selector here with the name B. So any name can be given. I am giving it only for a reference as V for visibility. I am creating one more class here. So I will assign visibility as hidden. So clear? So two properties are specified. Now I want to display for that. You implement that for the content available in the body. This text is displayed. Okay, so when I execute it happens, I'll get the output because I'm not using any of the properties or classes to my text. So I'm supposed to implement with any element. It can be any HTML element. Now I have to call the class. How do we call the class? Class is equal to, if I say V, it is going to display. V for visible, right? I'm closing my H1 tag here, save and execute. So I said V, so it is visible. Now simply say H. Okay. So let's take the other class we have is H. So save. Now check, the content is not displayed. Okay, so but observe a point. Let me use both the classes here for two different element structures. Okay, I'm taking two h1 here. Okay, for one h1 I'm going to call with the class v, which is visible, and other h1 I will say h. And after this content, after h1, let me also type some other data and show you what is the uh, part which is hidden. This is hidden. Okay, now see, and here, so after the usage of, after using the properties, check above empty space, meaning I said hidden. Okay, the text is displayed, but just to see in between the displayed text and the text which I have given as a sample, you can observe a small empty space. This empty space is having the content which is displayed with the class hidden class. Okay, so this is what is about the visibility property. If I want to display, I will use the visibility visible, or if I want to hide, I will use the visibility hidden. Clear? But you may get it out only to display like this we are using. Is there any other method to display? Yes, this is a static method I told you, where based on your class it is going to display. Now just see, ma'am, I want to display it, but based on the action taken by the user. Let's take, this is my content. All right, this is my content, and I'm giving the new content here, working with. Okay, so check, my content is displayed. Now I want to hide and show this in the runtime. In the runtime, based on the action taken by the user. The second method of implementing is I'm using a event, mouse event here on mouse over. Okay, on mouse over. That is when the mouse pointer is on top of the text, you hide it. How do I hide? Using the document DOM properties. This dot. Okay, I'm going to call my class name. The name to hide is H. So I'm calling my class. Okay, and at the same time I want to show back. How do I show? On mouse out. Okay, when the mouse is out I want to display. So this dot class, second word, first letter capital in class name. I want to show. If I want to show, what is the class name I have to call? Visible. Okay, now check what will happen when I execute. Okay, my text is displayed. I take my pointer, it is hidden. I come out, it is shown. Again, take the pointer, pause on it for a while, hidden. I come out, it is shown. So this is the dynamic execution of a visible property. We have checked two methods for the day. One method is static by defining the class and calling the class for any of the HTML element. So for one element, I'm calling it visible. So this text will be visible and this is hidden. But remember, even though it is hidden, the space allocated for the text is still displayed. Space, empty space is displayed. And this is the second method of handling the visibility property with the dynamic effects, that is with event handlers. By taking on actions on a specific action, I'm taking some specific, I'm calling some specific class. Okay, thank you.